Hey guys, welcome back to Natural Average Vegan. Today I have a super simple / healthy breakfast for you guys. So if you'd like to see how I created this, stay tuned. So here I just have some potatoes that I rinsed and peeled already. I'm going to dice them up into medium-sized pieces. I have about 4 potatoes. I was feeding 3 people. Usually if I'm just feeding myself, I would just have 2 potatoes, and that's a pretty good amount for myself. So after I've diced up all of my potatoes, I'm going to heat my pan up and I'm going to pick my oil of choice. Today I chose grapeseed oil, not for any particular reason, just one of the oils that I like cooking with. Those are the size potatoes that I'm going with. Going to add those to the pan and let them begin cooking. Here you see me begin to season my potatoes. I like to use onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, salt, pepper. I like to use lemon pepper time to time, and I also like to use Italian seasoning. Here you see I continue stirring just to make sure that all the seasoning is well over all the potatoes. I'm going to give you guys a quick look here, and you see that the paprika really has brought a lot of color to the potatoes, but you just want to make sure the seasoning is everywhere. I also added a little extra oil just to make sure that the potatoes did not stick to the bottom of my pan. Then I'm going to cover those and let those cook. Here you see me adding more oil into the middle of my pan. I have moved my potatoes to the side. This is just convenient for me to cook my sausages in the middle of the pan, and I'm using Morningstar vegan sausages. These are probably one of my favorite vegan breakfast sausages that I decided to use. Now I'm going to begin working on the oatmeal. I turn my pot on to medium low. I'm going to use almond milk today, and this is the brand that I will be using. I'm going to use about a cup of almond milk and pour it into my pan and begin to let that heat up. So to sweeten my oatmeal, I'm going to use a tablespoon of agave and also a tablespoon of raw honey. I don't like to use sugar because using the honey and agave plus the fruits, I think it sweetens the oatmeal well enough. Once I add that in, I'm going to give that a good mix with my milk. Just combine that really well. I'm going to turn my milk up just so that it begins to boil a little, so we get prepared to add our oats. While that is warming up, I'm going to go back and I'm going to check on the potatoes and the sausages. Just move the sausages around so they cook evenly on all sides. Cover that back up and let that continue to cook. Another great ingredient I like to add to my oatmeal are chia seeds. These have protein and a good amount of fiber in them, so I add about a tablespoon of those and give it a good mix in so they begin to cook as well. When making my oatmeal, I like to use old-fashioned oats. I don't like to use instant oats just because for me they cook too quickly. So I use the old-fashioned oats, and I'm going to use 3/4 cup of that to my 1 cup of milk. Give that a good mix and let that cook. Here I'm going to add in some walnuts and some almonds. These are going to give you some healthy fats, and they're also going to give you some texture to your oatmeal. Once I have all those ingredients in my pan, I'm just going to give it a good mix, and I'm going to turn my heat up just so my oatmeal can continue to cook. I'm going to go back and forth again, checking on those sausages and those potatoes, make sure that those are cooking evenly. And yeah, we're almost finished here, guys. And here's for my favorite part, adding in the fruits. My fruits of choice today are going to be strawberries and blueberries. So I'm just going to dice the strawberries up right into the pan of the oatmeal, and I'm also just going to rinse the blueberries off and add those in as well. guys, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you like the content that you saw today, this is the final plating. I added in the bagel, toasted in the oven, just super simple, easy breakfast.